What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stevie the Blacks, STEVEE, the Black. I'm back, and I'm here to give you my Extreme Rules review. Man, what a pay per view, right? I said Extreme Rules, but I should have said normal rules because there was only one stipulation tonight, and that was in the main event between Roman Reigns and the Demon Finn Balor. It was an Extreme Rules match, only gimmick match tonight. Every other match or every single other match was just a normal, regular match. So, that being said, how did the pay per view do? Was it good? Was it okay? Did it suck? We're about to find out. So, apparently on the kickoff show, I don't normally watch a kickoff show. Apparently on the kickoff show, there was a brawl backstage between the New Day, AJ, and Omos, and I'm guessing Lashley too. So WWE officials booked a six-man tag team match to open up the show, and so that's what we get. New WWE champion Big E reunited with his New Day brother to take on AJ, Omos, and Lashley. This was a very, very exciting match. Very high energy, energetic. You know, people still hype. People several years later still hype over the New Day is incredible to me. People obviously still on the high from Big E winning the WWE Championship. I thought it was really weird that they didn't have their rematch at this show, but it's actually going down tomorrow night on Raw. Anyway, it was a very exciting opening match. The match ends. They mostly dominate Kofi at the match, but the match ends when Lashley, he's in full control. He's got Big E on the ropes. He's getting ready to set up for the spear. AJ Styles tags himself in. He's getting ready, and you can see Bobby Lashley is not happy. He goes for the phenomenal forearm. He misses it, but as he goes for it, Lashley tags himself back in. Styles misses the phenomenal forearm, and then it was either a miscommunication or I think Big E sidestepped, and Lashley ended up hitting Styles with the spear, setting up, allowing Big E to hit him with the big ending. So for the pin, 1, 2, 3, the New Day are your winners. I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a very exciting, very good opening match. Got the crowd hyped up and ready for the night. Next up, we had the Street Profits taking on the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team titles this past Friday. Who was it? Ford, he was in a match with Roman Reigns. His partner was not there. He was at a wedding. So obviously he was in a match with Roman Reigns. He lost. After the match, he gets beat down, gets put through a table, and now he has broken ribs. So he has his ribs taped up. And obviously during the match, the Usos are beating him down and targeting that rib area. One point during the match, the Street Profits are setting up for one of their double moves, and you can see Montez Ford slowly climbing up to the top rope, seeing his ribs agonizing him, and it took him so long to get to the top that Jay was able to capitalize and turn it around, and I thought that was it. I thought that was going to call for the match, but it did not. So the match ends up ending with Ford on the ropes. His partner pushes him out the way, ends up eating a double super kick. Ford gets super kicked in his ribs. He's in pain. Gets double super kicked by both Usos. Gets double Uso splashed. And the Usos retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I thought this match was pretty good. I thought it was a little bit better than the six-man tag team match that opened up the show. But it was not better than the tag team match they had a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. It definitely was not more better than that. But they still had a very good match nonetheless. After that, we have a Bobby Lashley promo in the back. He's angry. He's talking about Big E's a coward, how he needs Kofi and Woods to help him out, and he wants to challenge Big E for the WWE Championship tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. Next up, we got Alexa Bliss taking on Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. I'm gonna be honest, I missed this match. So I had to go back and, I see the ending and everything. It's been a while since these two have had a match. But they had a very good match, very decent match. Charlotte was able to win. And after the match, she ripped Lily. So And the whole time during the build up to this, Charlotte's been telling her, I want the old Alexa Bliss back, not this made up fake Bray Wyatt wannabe character. I want the real Alexa Bliss, the one who was hungry for championships, That's who she wanted back. And kind of, you know what? It's weird because the crowds, they seem to like Alexa Bliss like this. They seem to like Lily, So it'll be interesting to see. Will they turn her back or not? I don't know. But it'll definitely be interesting. But obviously, Alexa Bliss heartbroken over the fact that Lily was ripped up and destroyed. Next up, we had a triple threat match for the United States Championship between Hardy, Sheamus, and one of my new favorite wrestlers on the roster, Damian Priest. Every time Damian Priest and Sheamus are in a match together, it is great. This triple threat match was no different. Right as the bell starts, Sheamus attacks Jeff Hardy, gets him out the way. So it's Damian Priest, it's Sheamus, they're going at it. And you guys know how I felt about their match at SummerSlam. Thought it was great. So more of these guys going at it. They're going at it back and forth, back and forth. And, man, what else could I say, man? The crowd was really pro Jeff Hardy. And for a few seconds there, man, let me tell you, I thought Jeff Hardy was going to win this match. I really, really thought he did. Because it got to a point where I believe Priest was pinning. Yeah, he was going for a pin on Sheamus. Jeff Hardy's on the top rope, hits the Swanton Bomb. And I'm like, oh, he's about to win. He's about to win. I was like, oh, snap, here we go. But he was not able to capitalize. Hardy and Priest are going at it again. Priest, I believe he was going for a move off the middle rope. I don't remember what the name of the move is called. Sheamus puts him out the way. He hits a flying knee. Jeff tries to go for the cover, hits a swanton. We think it's over. It's not. It's a kick out. Sheamus comes back in. Bro kicks Jeff Hardy out the ring, allowing for Damian Priest to roll up Sheamus with a small package and retain the United States Championship. Very good triple threat match. Very good match indeed. Oh man, for like a couple seconds, bro. I mean, I picked Priest to win, but for a couple seconds, bro, I was like, yo, is Jeff about to win? Because y'all heard, they were like, Hardy, 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 Hardy. I was like, yo, is this man about to win? Is he about to win? It was that close, man. It was that close. I gave the match 3.5 out of 5. Very exciting match. Very exciting. Don't think it was better than the triple threat between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus and Priest, but it was very, very close. That crowd was very active tonight. I have to say, I have to give the crowd, the WWE Universe tonight, a very good job on that. After Big E accepts the challenge from Lashley, and that match for the WWE Championship will actually be opening up the show. So very interesting. Although, will I be watching it? Probably not, because tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, the few free minutes I have before I have to go to bed, we'll be watching my Eagles take on those dreadful Dallas Cowboys. So, but I see what you're doing, WWE, and I commend you for it. I really, really do. Maybe I'll flip back and forth. Maybe that's what I'll do. Next up, we have Becky Lynch taking on Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You know, Cole said it earlier. He was like, this is like Becky's second match since coming back from, her being gone for over a year, being a mom. And, Becky's whole thing is she's still the best and Belair is nothing and she wasn't ready and everything. And those two, let me just say, they had a very good match. Very, very good match. Becky still has it 100%. She included a few new things in her arsenal, as they said. It was funny because at a certain point in the match, I think Belair had gotten to Becky a couple of times, the mind games, and she was out in front of Michael Cole, and I forgot, what did Michael Cole say? He was like, oh, Becky's rattled, and she was like, no, I'm not, stop putting words in my mouth, or whatever, I'm not rattled, I can beat her, that was very, very funny. But, yeah, these two, they had a very good match. This is what should have happened there at SummerSlam, but it's instead of her getting Kofi'd, they had a very, very good match. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. So the match ends. Throughout the entire match, Becky Lynch is trying to put the disarmer on Bianca Belair, but she keeps finding ways to escape. She keeps finding ways to get out of it. So finally, she's got her in the disarmer. She's there. But the power of Bianca Belair, she uses her strength. She lifts Becky Lynch up. She's setting her up for the KOD. And the funny thing is, and this is how much I know my wrestling, is because during the match, the whole time I'm thinking, I wonder when Sasha Banks is coming back. I wonder what she's doing. She should be cleared by now, unless it was a serious injury. Where is she? And the moment I said that, guess who came running down the ramp? None other than Sasha Banks. She comes in, she attacks both Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch, saying she's here. Do not forget about it. Obviously, people are not going to be happy about a match ending in a disqualification. But if it is, this is how you do it, and you set up for an even better potential match than the one you had tonight. You know it's going to be good between Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Sasha Banks. I'm hyped for that match. She says she'll see him on SmackDown. Hopefully, all three of these women stay on SmackDown, right? Because I want to see this thing go. Because if one of them goes to Raw, like if Belair goes to Raw, you know she's not winning the title, right? And both Becky and Sasha are heels, so I mean, it doesn't benefit them leaving either, So, yeah. Anyway, I gave the match 4 stars out of 5. Thought it was a very, very good match. But yes, now we move on to the main event. Roman Reigns taking on the Demon Finn Balor. It's interesting because when the Demon Finn Balor came out, Roman his face expression, bro, was like, he looked so uninterested. It was very, very weird. It was. But they have a match. They're going at it. It's great. Every time Roman hits him, the Demon's like not affected at all, or it's a quick kick out. Everything crazy. The crowd's chanting, "We want tables." Roman's like, "You ain't getting no tables." They've been chanting that all night. Extreme Rules, we want tables. WWE Universe loves their tables. Most likely probably because of Dudley Boys, but Anyway, he's like, "You ain't getting no tables." So they're fighting. Eventually, it gets to a point where they go into the crowd and they're fighting. Remember, Extreme Rules. And Roman actually puts on a mask, bro, and goes out there and continues to fight and beat down Finn Balor. I was like, I know this man ain't wearing a mask, bro. Wow. Very clever. I liked it. Finn was able to counter. They were fighting near the kickoff area. They were on top of the table. Finn was able to counter, put him through a different table. They get back in the ring. Finn, Finn, he gets hit with the Superman punch. He gets put through a table after he sets up the table. Then he counters the spear. He's getting ready to go for a sling blade. Roman hits him with the spear, but as Finn kicks out, he low blows him. Payback from SmackDown. He hits the coup de grace. He's about to win. 1, 2, but the Usos come out and they start beating him down. And you're like, no, we're doing this again, bro. Like, as great as Roman has been, I don't want him and the Usos thing to be like, y'all remember when Jinder Mahal was champ? WWE champ? Y'all probably forgot about it, but I'm here to remind you. Remember when he was champ and the Bollywood boys, the 2 little dudes he used to have with him, they would always interfere in the match and help him win. Like, that was every single match, bro. Like, I don't want that for Roman. Roman's good enough to win on his own. Anyway, so Finn beats down the Usos, put one of them through the table. Finn gets speared through the barricade by Roman. He's down. Then that's when the lights go red. Finn Balor's music plays. He's on the floor going, I'm like, he looks weird. What's he doing? And then the Demon, they said, was resurrected. He has second life. He has second wind. He starts beating Roman down with the chair. Drop kicks him onto another table. Puts him in the ring. And for a second, I'm like, yo, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He gets on the top rope. He's about to hit the coup de grace. I'm like, why is he taking so long? He's under the top rope for like a couple seconds now. Hit the move. Hit the move. And then the rope collapsed. And I'm like, what? What? Are you crazy? What? And then he's holding his leg, and I'm like, oh, it's over. Roman hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. The Demon loses his first match on ever, I think. No, although he lost to Samoa Joe in NXT. But since he's been on the main roster, his first match ever. Man, it was crazy. Roman, he's like confused. He's like, what happened? I heard him, saw him say, he's like, what happened? What's going on? You know, I was expecting to see Paul Heyman with some pliers or something, or one of the Usos had a player or something. They loosened the belt, something. Because we ain't get no explanation. How the heck? Because Finn Balor ain't that light. Okay, he's not that heavy. So, what is the explanation for the rope breaking? That was terrible. Because I was like, is that terrible? Is that genius? I don't know what it is. But thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, that's dumb. You need some type of explanation. And how would you know he would stand in that exact spot, right? So, I need some type of explanation for the rope just breaking. I don't know. Maybe the demon powers were too much, you know, something. I don't know, but Roman retains. I mean, look, as great as the match was, and I said this with John Cena and between him and John Cena, we know Roman's going to win. We know the plan is eventually for Roman to face The Rock, right? We know this. If The Rock agrees, I think he's agreed because I think there was a rumor he was going to be at Survivor Series. Predictable is fine as long as the match is good and delivers, right? That's what I always say. So and they promoted Brock and Roman at Crown Jewel like a week ago. So, but even if they didn't do that, we knew he's looming, right? Did the match deliver? Oh, the match delivered 100%. The match between these two was great. What I give it? I actually did not rate the match. I'm gonna rate it right now. I give the match. If it didn't end the way it did, but I don't know. Matter of fact, I honestly don't know how else you could have ended it without Roman beating him clean. You know, I mean, or without a distraction from the Usos or something. I don't know how you get away, because like I said, the Demon was undefeated. You know, so I guess WWE kind of backed themselves into a quarter. You know, maybe the only exceptional thing was you could have did is Brock coming and taking out Finn, and he's like, nah, I want Roman. And then he just drags Roman's lifeless body on top of Finn or something. Maybe that's an acceptable way you could have done it or something like that. But, you know, WWE put himself in a position where like, Dad, what do we do, you know? So, I understand, but you still did something dumb. I kind of would have preferred the Brock thing now that I just said. But, despite all that, I'll give the match 3.5 stars out of 5. I thought, besides all that, it was really good. The ending was just super dumb. So, with that being said, what do I give? I'm about to say Survivor. What do I give normal rules? I'm sorry, I mean extreme rules. I'm gonna give it a B. I'll give it a B. I thought it was a very good pay-per-view, even though there was only one gimmick match. I thought it was I thought everyone did their best. Typically, the problem with WWE is this, right? And it's weird. Raw is like at times like, bruh, it's still on, bruh. Like it's long. Like before, when I was younger, I used to love Raw being 3 hours because I just couldn't get enough WWE, right? But now I'm like, bruh, we can go back to 2 hours now, bruh. It's too long. And sometimes, and most times, it's not very good. SmackDown is the better of the two shows, but even sometimes SmackDown be tripping, right? But WWE almost always delivers on their pay-per-views. Like, it's really, really good. And I thought Extreme Rules 2021 was a very good pay-per-view, even though they only had one gimmick match on it. I gave it a B+. Like I said, the only thing, two things I would say brought it down: the ending to the Roman Reigns and Demon match, and the fact that there was only one gimmick match. I mean, you could have had a tables match with the Usos and the Street Profits. That could have been something with the table set up. I mean, maybe you could have had something with Alexa and Charlotte where it was like a playground match or something. I don't know. I mean, for Becky and I don't know what you could have did for Becky and Belair, man. I don't know. Maybe like a last woman standing match. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, you didn't even have. I mean, the show was relatively quick and everything, so that's good, you know. But other than those two things, I think Extreme Rules did pretty good. Next pay-per-view is Crown Jewel, so may or may not be back for that. I don't know, because typically when they do Crown Jewel shows, they don't really count, you know. Sometimes things happen. I guess I'll view it. I don't know. We'll see. But those are my thoughts on Extreme Rules. Let me know your thoughts on Extreme Rules in the comment section down below. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, like this video, share it. Remember, trying to make YouTube my full-time job so I can leave my other full-time job, because I'd rather be doing this than doing that. So help a brother out, please. Really would appreciate it and enjoy it. Don't forget now, I'm reminding you now, I will not be able to review the Eagles and Cowboys game tomorrow night, because I got to get up at 5:30 for work. So clearly I'm not staying up till 11, 10 o'clock at night trying to watch the game, right? Need my sleep. Another part of the reason why I want to do this full time, so I don't have to do that full time anymore. That job full time anymore. So expect that video to come out Tuesday afternoon, as the same thing with the NFC East report. But other than that, like I said, I'll catch you guys next time. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.